Hey there! The cyber threat to small businesses has never been at a higher level than it is right now. And small business owners are in a uniquely exposed position because of the close link between their financial livelihood and the fortunes of their business. Both could be severely impacted by a cyber attack. John Byrne here, entrepreneur, insurance professional, online educator and founder of Surviving Cyber. My goal is to help small business owners and managers who are struggling with today's complex digital environment get to grips with cyber risk. If this is your situation, you're in the right place. This short video series, The Small Business Owner's Introduction to Cyber Risk, will get you started on the right track. Through the 6 videos of the series, I'm going to walk you through some important cyber risk topics so you can prepare for a cyber incident in your business and keep your small business and your people safe. Now, before we dive in, I want to give you access to the free ebook that accompanies this video series. It contains valuable content from the videos and it's full of practical tips that you can implement. You can use the link pages.survivingcyber.com/ebook to get access now. I'll also put that link in the video description below. Now, today we continue the video series with topic number 4, what small businesses really think about cyber risk. I hope you're ready to dive in. I'm John Byrne and this is the Small Business Owner's Introduction to Cyber Risk. Here are the topics for today's video. I'll begin with a quick introduction to the survey, explaining why it was done, who was involved, how the survey was conducted, where and when. Next I'll move on to some of the highlights of the survey and some of the findings you might find interesting. And we'll make some conclusions at the end. This video is based on the results of a survey carried out in the UK by CyberPlus Solutions, the insurtech business, in the 4th quarter of 2018. Although the survey is somewhat dated now, the results nonetheless remain interesting and valid. The survey, remember, predates COVID-19, the full pandemic, and the clarity that that brought to the lack of preparedness that small businesses had for cyber attacks. To get a comprehensive grasp of the small business perspective, the founders of CyberPlus Solutions, which includes myself, undertook the research with over 30 firms to find out what they really thought about cybersecurity and cyber risk. It wasn't surprising to see that few owners, CEOs or board members knew all aspects of their company's approach to cyber risk. Some chose to delegate the survey to their IT manager, and in such cases the strategic questions that we had in the survey lacked a detailed response. 85% of respondent businesses had a turnover of under £10 million. 53% were medium-sized businesses, between 50 and 250 employees, and 53% of the respondents were board directors or executive management personnel. No one source of risk was dominant in their responses. They had concerns that were widely spread. All the respondents were given access to the questions ahead of the interviews, which allowed them time to consider the questions and obtain any missing data. And all the responses were aggregated and anonymized. The most comprehensive interviews that we had, these occurred when the head of ops or head of IT accompanied the owner, the CEO or the board member in the interview. From previous reviews and surveys, we believed that small businesses needed more help to understand cyber risk, and that cyber insurance offerings fell short of what the market really needed. The full survey results are available for download on the Learning Centre page of the Surviving Cyber website. Here are some highlights of the survey. 8 out of 10 SMBs said that taking steps to improve cyber risk made good business sense. Over a third confirmed that they had experienced a cyber incident in the last year. 37% of SMBs
have already bought cyber insurance, and a further 14% claimed they would look into it in the next year. Half of those asked had not heard of cyber insurance or had a weak or a very basic understanding of it. 95% of respondents agreed that cyber risk is a business risk and not just an IT issue. Nearly 60% felt that the board of directors and executive management of their companies had an adequate understanding of their exposure to cybercrime. 43% stated no plans to increase their cybersecurity spending, and 39% planned less than 10% increase in cybersecurity spending. Here are some further survey findings. 22% confirmed having a cyber incident response plan, but on inquiry, most agreed that it was in fact a disaster recovery plan that they had. 40% stated that breadth of cover of the insurance policy was their priority when they considered cyber insurance. 62% had faith in the organization's cyber risk management procedures and their ability to prevent and respond to a cyber incident. Interestingly, 78% of respondents were part of the supply chain of larger organizations, and so they would have felt the influence of those larger organizations and their requirements for cyber risk. 57% indicated that either the owner, the CEO, or the board was ultimately responsible for cybersecurity in the organization. 85% agreed that they'd like to see cyber insurers offer a broad range of pre-loss services in conjunction with specialist third parties to help them reduce cyber risk. And 21% of respondents believed that their outsource or their managed IT service provider was in fact responsible for their data. Finally, 59% of respondents were spending less than 5% of the IT budget on cybersecurity. I hope you agree with me that those findings are very interesting, given that they predate the COVID-19 pandemic, they predate the massive increase in risk. There was indeed a degree of overconfidence in our group. Some further survey findings you might find interesting. 84% would be willing to support a company-wide staff training and awareness program for cyber risk. 41% would want to buy cyber insurance through a broker if they were buying insurance. 81% would be willing to use IT tools designed to help SMEs assess their cyber risk level if the tools were to be offered by insurers. 75% would be willing to share with insurers the data produced from those tools designed to assess their cyber risk level. And 78% agreed that they would need the help of a trusted IT service provider to address a to-do list of weaknesses in their company's information security posture. So, what conclusions can we draw from the survey? Well, while the survey is now almost 4 years old, it does give an interesting picture of the mindset of the small business owners and leaders before COVID-19 pandemic arose. The overconfidence displayed in this survey by most small business owners around their understanding of cyber risk and the faith that they showed in their ability to prevent and respond to a cyber incident was most likely misplaced. Some of the findings should also have been of concern to the management teams of small businesses. For example, the survey showed inadequate plans to invest in cybersecurity, a lack of cyber incident response planning, and a mistaken belief that the outsourced IT provider was responsible for their data and their systems, and a relatively low level of knowledge around cyber insurance and take-up of cyber insurance. Finally, I would argue that many of the problems revealed by this survey still remain today. The need for small business owners and leaders to address this ever-growing cyber challenge have never been greater.
Thanks so much for watching today's video. I hope the revelations that it provided will be helpful to you when you consider your approach to managing cyber risk in your small business. Don't forget to register now for the free ebook using the link pages.survivingcyber.com/ebook, or click on the link in the video description below. I hope to see you again soon for video 5 in the series, where I'll provide 10 tips for improving small business cyber resilience. And I'll dive a bit deeper into the small business owner's introduction to cyber risk.